The moment he pulled her from the twisted car, blood on his hands and fear pounding in his chest, he had no idea that this single act would change the direction of his broken life forever. The city kept moving around them, traffic humming, strangers staring, but for a struggling single father kneeling on the hot asphalt, time had frozen. One breath separated life from death, and somehow, against every odds stacked against him, he chose to care. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the quiet power of good deeds, take a moment right now to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Stories like this remind us that humanity still matters. He was a single dad named Arman, barely surviving each day with his 6-year-old daughter as his only reason to wake up. Life had not been gentle with him. After losing his wife to illness and his job to downsizing, he found himself working long hours as a delivery driver, counting coins at night and hiding his exhaustion behind tired smiles for his child. The city saw him as invisible, just another man fighting bills, rent, and the quiet fear of failure. Every morning, he prayed not for success, but simply for enough strength to keep going one more day. That afternoon, the accident happened right in front of him. A luxury car spun out of control, crashing into the divider with a violent sound that made people scream and scatter. While others hesitated, Arman ran. He did not think about danger, or lawsuits, or how late he would be for his next delivery. He only saw a woman unconscious behind the wheel, smoke rising, her breathing shallow. With shaking hands, he forced the door open and pulled her out moments before flames licked the engine. His heart pounded like it would burst, but he stayed with her, pressing his jacket against her wounds, whispering prayers he barely remembered. She was rushed to the hospital, sirens echoing into the distance, and Arman stood there alone, hands stained, chest tight, wondering if he had just saved a life or ruined his own by missing work. No one took his name. No one asked who he was. Within minutes, the world moved on, leaving him to return to his fragile routine. The woman survived. She was not just anyone. She was Lena Varma, a billionaire businesswoman known for her sharp mind and colder reputation. When she woke up in a private hospital room, surrounded by doctors and assistants, her first conscious thought was not about her wealth or her companies. It was about the face of the man who had pulled her from the wreck, eyes filled with fear and care, expecting nothing in return. When asked whom to call, she surprised everyone. Her first call was not to her board, her lawyer, or even family. It was an instruction to find the man who saved her. Days passed before they found him. Arman was at home, fixing a broken chair with tape, when a black car stopped outside his modest building. Fear gripped him, but confusion followed when officials respectfully asked his name. When Lena finally met him again, standing unsteady but alive, something shifted in both of them. She saw not a hero seeking reward, but a tired father who had already forgotten his own bravery. He saw not a powerful billionaire, but a woman who had been one breath away from disappearing. Lena learned about his life quietly. She learned about the daughter who waited for him each night with homework and hope. She learned about the job rejections, the eviction warnings, the silent shame of asking for help. And Arman learned something too. He learned that behind wealth and power, pain still existed. Lena had built empires but lost trust, family bonds, and the warmth of simple human connection. Opportunities began to appear, not as charity, but as trust. A job offer suited to his skills, flexible enough for his daughter. Medical coverage he never imagined. A safe home that did not leak fear into every corner. Arman struggled to accept it, his pride bruised, but Lena made it clear this was not repayment. It was belief. Belief that goodness deserved support, not punishment. Life did not magically become perfect. Arman still worked hard. He still packed lunches, helped with homework, and worried about tomorrow. But the weight on his chest eased. His daughter smiled more. Laughter returned to their home, fragile at first, then stronger. And Lena changed too. She slowed down, stepped away from ruthless routines, and began to reconnect with the world beyond profit margins. The man who saved her life had reminded her why life mattered in the first place. Months later, at a small community event funded quietly through Lena's foundation, Arman watched his daughter play freely among other children, her future no longer shadowed by fear. He realized something profound. Saving Lena had not just saved her life. It had saved his faith in himself. For the first time since his wife passed, he felt seen, not as a failure, but as a man capable of goodness and strength. If this story has touched your heart even a little, please take a moment now to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to the channel. Your support keeps stories like this alive. Just before the ending, we have a special request for you. Please comment below with one word that describes how this story made you feel. Your words matter more than you know. In the end, Arman understood that kindness is not loud, and miracles do not always arrive wrapped in glory. Sometimes they come quietly, in moments of fear, when a broken man chooses compassion over self-preservation. And sometimes, the first call after survival is not to power or wealth, but to humanity itself.